Today we're making friends with some very useful Spanish past tense verbs, the irregular ones that show up all the time in real life. And yes, they are irregular, but don't worry. They are not evil. They are just dramatic. Spanish loves a little drama. We're focusing on a small group in the simple past, the tense you use for completed actions: went, had, was, came, said. In Spanish, these are forms like fui, tuve, estuve, vine, dije. You will hear them constantly in conversations. Ayer fui al trabajo. Yesterday I went to work. Tuve un problema. I had a problem. Vino mi amigo. My friend came. Here's the big idea. With these irregular past forms, don't try to build them from the normal pattern you may already know. Learn the short past stem like a little chunk, and then add the same set of endings again and again. That's the shortcut. The endings are iste, o, imos, yeron. Listen again. Iste, o, imos, yeron. That pattern will help you with many irregular verbs. So instead of memorizing every form as 5 separate monsters, think of each verb as stem plus the same ending outfit. Very convenient. Like 5 different people wearing the same uniform. Let's start with ir and ser. In this tense, they share the same forms. Yes, one set does double duty. Fui can mean I went or I was. The meaning comes from context. Listen. Fui, I went or I was. Fuiste, you went or you were. Fue, went or was.
Fuimos, we went or we were. Fueron, they went or they were.
How do you say I went to the store yesterday?
Fui a la tienda ayer.
Fui a la tienda ayer. Good. Notice we usually skip the subject pronoun in Spanish unless we need emphasis. So just fui, not yo fui, most of the time. Now a useful side note. A means to, and al is a plus L. So a el supermercado becomes al supermercado. But with la tienda, we keep a la tienda. How do you say we went to the beach in Spanish?
Fuimos a la playa.
Fuimos a la playa. Nice. Fuimos a la playa. Very useful sentence, and honestly, a much better life choice than fuimos a una reunión. We went to a meeting. Now let's see ser versus ir in context. If I say fui al médico, that clearly means I went to the doctor. If I say fui feliz, that means I was happy. Same form, different meaning, and context does the heavy lifting. How do you say yesterday I was at home in Spanish? Ayer estuve en casa. Ayer estuve en casa. Wait, why estuve and not fui? Great question. For location in the past, especially temporary location, Spanish usually uses estar. So estuve en casa. I was at home. But fui profesor por 10 años would mean I was a teacher for 10 years. Different idea. Don't overthink it right now. Just remember, place often likes estar. So now let's learn estar in the past. Estuve, estuviste, estuvo, estuvimos, estuvieron. Hear the stem? Estuve. Then the same endings. Iste, o, imos, ieron. That pattern is your friend. How do you say they were here in Spanish?
Estuvieron aquí.
Estuvieron aquí. Perfect. Estuvieron aquí. And aquí means here. If you want there, that's allí or allí, depending on the situation. But aquí is the one you'll use all the time. Next, tener. In the past, tener becomes tuve. So we get tuve, tuviste, tuvo, tuvimos, tuvieron. This usually means had. How do you say I had a coffee this morning in Spanish? Tuve un café esta mañana. Tuve un café esta mañana. Excellent. Tuve un café esta mañana. In everyday Spanish, you might also hear tomé un café. Literally, I drank a coffee, which is often more natural. But tuve is great here because we're practicing the pattern. How do you say we had a problem in Spanish? Tuvimos un problema. Tuvimos un problema. Good. Tuvimos un problema. A very practical sentence. Not a fun sentence, but practical. Common mistake alert. Don't say tení when you want the simple past of tener. Tenía means I used to have or I had, in an ongoing background sense. Tuve means I had, completed, finished. Think of tuve as one complete event. Tuve un accidente, I had an accident. Tenía un coche rojo, I had a red car, more like a description in the past. Now let's add venir, to come. In the simple past, the stem becomes vin. So, vine, viniste, vino, vinimos, vinieron. Vino conmigo. Vino conmigo. Great. Vino conmigo. A nice little word there. Conmigo means with me, not con me. Spanish bundles it into one word, conmigo. Very handy. How do you say they came late in Spanish? Vinieron tarde. Vinieron tarde. Perfecto. Vinieron tarde. Tarde can mean late, and it can also mean afternoon in other contexts. Spanish likes efficiency. Now let's do decir, to say or to tell. In this past tense, the stem is dich. The forms are dije, dijiste, dijo, dijimos, dijeron. Notice something slightly sneaky. In the they form, it's dijeron, not dijeron, just dijeron. That is a classic one to remember. How do you say I said yes in Spanish? Dije que sí. Dije que sí. Exactly, dije que sí. And que means that here. I said that yes, or more naturally, I said yes. How do you say they said no in Spanish? Dijeron que no. Dijeron que no. Excellent. Dijeron que no. Short, useful, and maybe a little dramatic. Let's pause and notice the pattern again, because this is where the memory magic happens. Fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fueron. Estuve, estuviste, estuvo, estuvimos, estuvieron. Tuve, tuviste, tuvo, tuvimos, tuvieron. Vine, viniste, vino, vinimos, vinieron. Dije, dijiste, dijo, dijimos, dijeron. Can you hear how similar the endings are? That's the shortcut. Learn the stem, then plug in the endings. Here's a memory trick. Imagine each verb has a costume change in the past. Ir and ser put on fu. Estar puts on estuve. Tener puts on tuve. Venir puts on vin. Decir puts on dig. Same stage, same ending pattern, different costume. Now let's use them in a tiny story. Ayer fui al centro. Yesterday I went downtown. Allí estuve con una amiga. There I was with a friend. Tuvimos hambre. We were hungry. Literally, we had hunger. But here let's stay with the past pattern. Luego vino su hermano. Then her brother came. Dijo hola y nos fuimos a un café. He said hello and we went to a café. By the way, nos fuimos means we left or we went away. That little nos changes the feeling. Very common in real Spanish. How do you say, I went downtown yesterday? Fui al centro ayer. Fui al centro ayer. How do you say, he said hello in Spanish? Dijo hola. Dijo hola. How do you say, we were there for 2 hours in Spanish?
Estuvimos allí por 2 horas.
Estuvimos allí por 2 horas. Very nice. And one little note, in many places, por 2 horas is fine. And for durations, you may also hear durante 2 horas in some contexts. But por is simple and common. Now, a few mistakes learners often make. First, mixing up vin and vi. Vin means I came. Vi means I saw. Very different day, very different story. Vin temprano, I came early. Vi una película, I saw a movie. Second, adding the wrong endings. Remember, for this group, you want that neat package. I, iste, o, imos, ieron. Third, using these forms for repeated habits. If you want used to, was doing, had in a descriptive sense, you often need a different past tense. But for today, think completed action. One finished event. Boom, done. Let's do a quick flowing review. How do you say I had a problem in Spanish? Tuve un problema. Tuve un problema. How do you say she came yesterday in Spanish? Vino ayer. Vino ayer. How do you say they were here in Spanish? Estuvieron aquí. Estuvieron aquí. How do you say we went to the beach in Spanish? Fuimos a la playa. Fuimos a la playa. How do you say I said yes in Spanish? Dije que sí. Dije que sí. Excellent work. You're not just memorizing random words now. You're seeing a pattern, and patterns are powerful. So the recap is simple. For these common irregular past verbs, memorize the special stem and then use the shared endings. Fui, estuve, tuve, vine, dije. Then build out from there. Fuimos, estuvieron, tuvieron, vinieron, dijeron. If you can remember just that idea, you already have a strong handle on some of the most useful Spanish past tense verbs. Keep listening for them in real Spanish, because you'll hear them everywhere. Ayer fui, tuve, estuvo, vino, dijo. Once your ear gets used to them, they start to feel natural fast. And most importantly, don't wait until they feel perfect before using them. Use them now. Short sentences are enough. Fui al trabajo. Tuve sueño. Vino Ana. Dije no. Estuve en casa. Real Spanish, simple and useful. You're doing great. Bit by bit, these irregular verbs become regular friends.